Let's talk about one product Shopify store that makes money. Let's say how do you build it? The whole thing is that a lot of folks think about multiple products, but it might be better to have to try one product first. Okay, when you start. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So first of all, what is a one product Shopify store? So with the one product Shopify store, you focus on selling just, you guessed it, one item from your store. Only one item, nothing complicated. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would a brand limit itself to offering a sole product to its customers? Well, the thing is that, think about it that way. If you offer multiple items, you give people greater choice and raise the likelihood they will find something they like, right? Well, that may be true in some circumstances, but the human brain is a funny thing. So if you have a lot of choices, maybe you might be a little disoriented, your customers that is. And so people love some kind of clarity, some kind of certainty. You'll be surprised when you go to a shopping mall, you go to a supermarket. If you look at the aisles, if you have more than 3 or 4 brands, people become really, confused. So you want to have like the perfect number of Shopify stores, but not just the Shopify stores, but Shopify products or products in general. And so when we talk about a one product Shopify store, there are some benefits you need to be aware of. First of all, you have better positioning, you have more effective advertising, and you have less scatterbrain. Okay, that's what I was talking about. When we talk about scatterbrain, we're talking about creating confusion in the brains, in the minds, if you will, of your visitors, of your customers. So sometimes simpler is better. So if you have something very simple, people can make a buying decision ASAP and say, whether they like the product or not. And for you have better positioning. Why? Because when you're selling lots of items, it's easy for your message to become diluted. With just one product, you can focus on positioning your brand to perfection. And you also have more sort of effective advertising, because digital advertising becomes easier as the Facebook and Google algorithms build serious data about the specific buyers who are interested in your product. Boss, I want to welcome you back to this show. It's just fantastic to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. The steps you need to follow if you are trying to build a one product Shopify store. First of all, here are the steps. You need to come up with a one product Shopify store idea. Okay, it can be several ideas. So we are currently in the brainstorming phase here. You have to really see exactly what really works for you. So you want to start with what you have. So have you had any ideas lurking in the back of your mind for years? Maybe you encounter pain points on a daily basis that a product could solve. Do you own a product that you can improve in some way? Then you want to research Amazon bestsellers, because the whole thing is that chances are, if you already have an idea of a product, somebody else has already thought about it. So you want to see who are the players in the industry right now. And you can also try to get inspired by Kickstarter. Kickstarter, as a matter of fact, is a platform where entrepreneurs seek funding to launch their products. So you want to check out the Discover page to find out what's really happening and find up and coming product ideas. Okay, and you can also go trend hunting on Google Trends. And Google Trends is actually a great tool. It's a free tool, by the way. It's a great tool to discover what people are searching for and identify niches and products that are surging in popularity. This is kind of cool. So the point I'm trying to make here is that you need to really be one step ahead. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, you want to choose a single product Shopify theme. Okay, so you've got a couple of options here. You have Debut, for example. So Debut is a great tool, is a great theme rather. And you also have Boundless. Boundless is another free theme from Shopify that puts your photography to the fore and gives you plenty of space to visually entice customers. So this is really cool. And you also have so when we talk about Debut, Boundless, we're also talking about Streamline. So Streamline is well suited to being a one product Shopify store theme. It features story focused product images, animated content, and a mobile first design to send your conversions through the roof. It's just fantastic. So bottom line here is what? You have a constellation of Shopify themes that can really help you when it comes to a one product Shopify store. You need to actually have a custom, I would say, a special theme that really fits your specific products. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to create a one product Shopify store. The next thing you want to do here is to brand your one product Shopify store. So when we talk about branding, we're speaking about all manners of marketing. Okay, you want to start by asking who you are. You need to try to describe your identity in just 3 words. Okay, and because it's important for you to connect your mission, your business model with what the customers are looking for. You need to also identify your ideal customer. So here we're talking about your ideal persona, your buyer persona. You need to have a clear idea who your buyers are. Okay. You can't build a store that will resonate with your ideal buyer if you don't know who they are. You can also basically choose your palette. So just design your store around just 2 dominant colors that appeal to your ideal buyer. So if you're stuck, use Canva's color palette generator to get inspiration. So this is kind of important. You can see on the screen here, the like a grid palette from Glossy Box. You want to hone your tone, very important. You want to copy that in a way that appeals to your target customers. You want to use the kind of languages, humor, and slang they do for uber relatability. You want to create a unique logo. This is kind of important because, again, we're trying to really establish brand identity here. So you got to have a logo. And so that's step number 4. Step number 3, rather. Step number 4 here, you want to build a killer homepage. See, the homepage is really what really happens here. You need to really have a homepage that is optimized too, though, because you want to drive traffic to your website. So you gotta optimize your homepage. And so basically, the cool thing is you have a lot of website builders, Shopify website builders out there. They have a pre-built like a homepage that is fully optimized. So we're talking about an enticing hero image and multiple professional product photos, a headline that outlines the main benefit of your products, an additional punchy copy that describes secondary benefits, a clear call to action, one offer with as few distractions as possible. And you want to have reviews that add social proof. You need to have those social proof. You want to incorporate many elements into your own product page to push buyers onto the next page of the funnel where you will seal the deal. In other words, the product page. Next, what you want to do here is you want to optimize your product page. So a seductive product page is really kind of important for a one product Shopify store. So you want to spend time to test and tweak different elements of your page in order to achieve sky high conversion rates and lower your cost per acquisition. And so this is kind of important you need to have a clear idea about what really works for you and what doesn't work. And so, you want to actually also emphasize the CTA, the call to action. You want to have also stunning product photography here. Remember, we are talking about something visual. If you want to draw your viewers to your store and really have them buy from you, you got to build a visually appealing store. Step number 6, you want to build a post-purchase funnel. See, the whole thing is that just having people go into the final page is kind of cool. But if you don't have a strategy afterwards to sort of manage this funnel, to manage the acquired funnel that you have, you're gonna lose a lot of cash. Okay, so you can either do it yourself, or you can really try to have a specific software tool that allows you to actually do that. I'll give you an example. If you take a tool such as Reconvert allows you to customize your thank you page to add a high converting post-purchase upsell. Because see, that's the key word. You need to add upsells and cross sells to your one product store so that it can really optimize it. You can optimize it, especially when we talk about the thank you page. Okay, and so this is kind of cool. This upsells don't have to be physical products. You could try selling something like a downloadable PDF or a video course that shows customers how to get the most out of your products. So whether you decide to offer thank you page offers or a non-intrusive way to eke more profits out of each sale and also help users get more from your primary products. So you want to set them up before you start running traffic to your store. The bottom line here is what we are talking here about traffic configuration. It's important to have a clear idea about your traffic configuration so you know how to sort of allocate your traffic down the sales funnel. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to build a one-product Shopify store. Let me give you the idea here. So a lot of people talk about a one-product Shopify store, and we want to really analyze this proposition. Is it a good idea to have a one-product Shopify store, like let's say a dropshipping store in general? Is it really a good idea from a revenue perspective, but also from a scalability perspective? Now, one-product Shopify stores became super popular in the dropshipping world about 2 to 3 to 4 years ago. Since things move so fast in e-commerce, you might be wondering if a one-product Shopify dropshipping store is still a good idea. The short answer is yes, it is. There are lots of businesses doing it successfully. But as competition heats up, you want to really consider one thing. You need to understand that it's all about your expectations. A one-product dropshipping store doesn't have to make you a ton of money to be a worthwhile endeavor. Creating a store, running marketing campaigns, managing customers, etc. will teach you skills that have inherent value themselves. And one-product dropshipping is a great way to validate demand in a short amount of time with relatively little risks, right? So you really are trying to test the waters here. You are getting your feet wet to see exactly what's happening. What would happen if you were to actually to roll out a larger store? So you start little to really test the waters and see what happens. So instead of focusing on making bank from your single product dropshipping store, see it as a stepping stone on your e-commerce journey. The cool thing is, once you create a store that is making sales, your goal should be to move towards private labeling that product, managing your own logistics, and creating a lasting brand. Because that's where the money really is at. Scalability comes from consistency, okay? And because the real payday comes when you sell that brand to a global corporation. Just like the time the CEO of a one-product store, Dollar Shave Club, sold his brand Unilever for with $1 billion. Can you imagine that? $1 billion. So the bottom line here is that there are opportunities, there are scalability opportunities, and this is where you really want to put all your energy, all your strength, all your efforts, so that you are clear about what really, or how to really value your brand. Let me share with you a few winners here, or a few winners. So I want to share with you one product Shopify store example so you have a clear idea what I'm talking about. So the first one is Dry Rope. You can see on the screen here. So Dry Rope started in 2010 as a one product Shopify store selling insulated coats for water sports enthusiasts. Over a decade on, their business is still based around that same core products. Then you have Tushy. I want you to look on the screen here. So Tushy began selling one product, a bidet attachment, and through their awesome branding, they have honed their offer to appeal to a very specific demographic. So what's amazing is that they have taken a previously boring product, a bidet, and reinvigorated it into a new audience, like into a product that's great for a new audience, with sales at an all-time high. It's fair to say they have nailed it. The third platform here is Maro. So Maro here, what they do is they do a very interesting thing. So Maro sells refillable deodorant and markets to a young, eco-conscious audience. And interestingly, they offer refills via subscription model, which allows them to pull in recurring revenue. Definitely something to consider. So if you are selling lower ticket items on your own product store, you want to have a model where you are consistently pulling in revenue. And with the subscription model, you are sure that you are going to have something every month. That's what you need anyway. And so from that point on, what you have to do here is to just grow the customer base or the client base. Because if the subscription is a sort of static, then you want to grow the customer base, because you can't really increase the prices like every now and then, right? So those so just want to quickly remind you here. So Dry Rope here, Tushy, and Maro. So what have you learned here? With Dry Rope, we're talking about consistency. One store, you just are consistent. You just keep pushing it over and over and over. With Tushy, you are basically reinvigorating quote unquote boring products, and you are like thanks to excellent marketing and branding, you are able to position the product into new lights. This is really fantastic. And then you have Myro, and Myro basically is a product that is based on a subscription-based model. So all those three options are just fantastic. Another example I want to share with you here is Mind Journal. So when we talk about Mind Journal here, Mind Journal creates journals for men who want to achieve more. And so you really want to notice how they have niched down into creating a product for one specific type of buyer, right? So doing this makes your marketing easier and more compelling, because you have basically zeroed in on a specific buyer persona. And so those are men who want to create journals. Nothing more complicated. So you are able to find you're able to craft copy that appeals and that resonates with that audience all the time. Another platform I want to share with you, I want you to look on the screen here. It's called Neo's Smart Cam, and so Neo's sells smart cameras to homeowners and young families, and so their store is clean and professional with a consistent tone throughout. And so notice how their images capture what matters most to their global buyers. Fantastic. Okay. And another player I want to share with you here is Turned Yellow. And the thing is that Turned Yellow sell personalized Simpson style portrait. And so they're interesting because while they're a one product store, their product is created and fulfilled via print on demand service. This personalized print on demand approach can be a brilliant way to get started without investing capital and inventory. It's kind of similar to drop shipping if you want to think about it, So, the cool thing is that they've found their niche, and that's what you really want to think about. So the thing is that if you want to really create a one product Shopify store, you need to understand that this is a really great path for you, and you just need to start somewhere. You just got to start. It might sound a little complicated, but it's not. You need to start. And so with a one product store, you can put your energy into honing your positioning, dialing in your value proposition, and optimizing your store to get conversion rates that generic stores can only dream about. Okay. And so if you think about all the steps that I just gave you, so come up with the one product Shopify store idea, choose a single product Shopify theme, brand your one product Shopify store, build a killer homepage, optimize your product page, and build a post-purchase funnel. If you're able to implement that day in and day out, you should be good to go. And I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about how to create a one product Shopify store. So I gave you the overview, I gave you the steps, I gave you the approach, and then I share with you a few winners, a few simple one product Shopify stores that are really profitable. So Dry Rogue, Tushy, Myro, Mind Journal, Neo's Smart Cam, Turned Yellow, and yeah. So those are actually the 6 that we thought were great. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.